Brooklyn Independent Television.
When Brooklynites head to the polls to cast their vote for the next Attorney General, there'll be a whole new way to make sure their voice is heard. The city's new voting machines have gone high-tech, and Brian Vines recently got a chance to try them out.
In November of 2008, voters in Bed-Stuy waited in line for hours to cast their vote in Obama versus the other guy. In September 2010, voters filled the gymnasium at the Shorefront Y in Coney Island to make another timely decision: chocolate or vanilla. Okay, this is a fake election, but it's real practice for using the city's new electronic voting machines. After the ballot dispute in Florida during the 2000 elections, Congress passed the Help America Vote Act in 2002. Some 8 years and $50 million later, New York City's Board of Elections is bringing electoral politics in the city into the digital age. And the wise director of Family Services, SUSANNA, LEVIT, thought it was important to bring the voting machines directly to the community.
This is one of the steps to getting the vote out and to be heard. That's why I thought it's very important to bring the Department of Election here and showing on our premises how to operate the new voting machine.
The Shorefront Y is just one of hundreds of stops on the Board of Elections' campaign to introduce city voters to the new machines that are part standardized test and part ATM, but all new to those used to the old lever-pulling machines. Voters like Francis Rabin.
Remember your first election that you voted in?
Oh, God. I was going to say FDR, but I don't think I was that old.
Well, it's out with the old and in with the touchscreen, as New Yorkers are urged to vote the new way. Get it, mark it, and scan it.
So once you have your ballot in hand, you're ready to get behind a privacy screen where you're going to take your ballots and fill in your answer bubbles completely. Favorite ice cream, vacation destination, we'll take a little cruise. Best pizza topping, let's say pineapple. So once you filled in your answers here, completely circling the bubbles in there, you're ready for the voting machine.
The process seems straightforward enough, but the new machines are not without controversy. The Brennan Center for Justice at the NYU School of Law is representing the New York State Conference of the NAACP and the Working Families Party in a lawsuit, saying the setup is confusing and thousands of votes will be disqualified, particularly those from communities of color and non-native English speakers, communities like Coney Island, with its large Russian-speaking population. And while the machines operate in Chinese, Korean, and Spanish, Russian is not available. ESTER is doubly concerned as a non-native English-speaking voter and a poll.
Yes, everybody worry, everybody nervous, because we want everything to be correct and right, but everything can be happened.
Nervousness and lawsuits aside, this is the only way to vote in New York City.
Some people, it takes longer and they can find it difficult, but eventually I think it'll be fine.
To give the new machines a try before the election, visit www.votethenewwayny.com and find the location of a demonstration near you. For Brooklyn Review, this is registered voter Brian Vines.
Become a fan on Facebook, like Brooklyn Independent Television.